There's one right there. That feels good.
There's one. Wow. That's a net full.
There we go.
Good one. Real good one.
Look at that beast.
Beautiful. Got it. Wow, that's a big one, dude.
That's what it's all about, man.
Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience, gigantic 360,000-acre Lac Seul, located in remote northwest Ontario, has a fabled reputation as an angler's paradise. This is the place to go for a legitimate chance at catching a muskie of legendary status. Lund Pro Ben Beatty is the guy you want leading the charge on your Lac Seul muskie mission. This lake is not for the faint of heart, and his years of experience guiding on the lake are priceless. Anglers need to be on their A game every cast. When that activity window opens, you'd better be ready, because Lac Seul is one of the best places on the planet to catch the fish of your dreams.
What a spectacular few days we have ahead of us on one of the most famous muskie fisheries on the planet, home to some of the biggest muskies in the world. It's Sunset Country's Lac Seul, a massive body of water, and what a treat, get to fish with the muskie man on Lac Seul, my friend Ben Beatty.
Yeah, let's get after it. Fishing's been pretty good. Let's put some fish in the boat.
I think we're gonna crack one of those fish that are just scary, man. This is awesome. Let's get it. Well, this is cool. We got, I've been up here before late summer. I mean, it can be kind of window specific, it seems like, doesn't it?
Windows have been kind of small, but they're very pronounced. Like,
yeah,
it's apparent when a window opens up.
Yeah,
you know, you'll go from nothing to, you know, 4 fish on 3 spots.
You know, we were talking earlier, like Lake of the Woods, where you're gonna see fish all day. You might have a 5, 7, 10 fish day, something crazy. I mean, you can get multiple fish, right? But I mean, you're just looking for that window to open up, get a big bite, and you're just hunting a giant.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a trophy fishery, I would say. And you know, you catch less fish, but it's very generous at average size. You know, it's late summer now, but you're definitely seeing the beginning of those fall patterns and fish kind of spreading out a little bit. But you know, like I always tell people, you know, every day just start with a blank page. You know, it could be a 180 from the day before. Like, you can't rely on patterns for too long, so you have to keep an open mind and, you know, dig deep into the box of tricks sometimes. And
well, the thing about this place too is it's just so big. We could spend every day out here for a long time and not even scratch the surface, and you're going to learn new stuff every day you're out here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been guiding on this lake for 18 years, and I've never been to either end.
Isn't that amazing?
And you know, my milk run goes from the Deception boat launch in the south about 55 miles up the lake, and I still have never got to the far end, to Adam A. There still is a ton of unfished and you know, undiscovered areas, like you said.
Well, this time of year, not just specific to Lac Seul, but anything in your tackle box has potential right now to score.
You never know.
You never know.
Got to just keep fishing and keep casting, and eventually they'll turn on. That window will slide open.
Oh, there's one.
Nice one, Ben.
It was low and slow. I just saw its back.
Tapping.
I got one coming.
Got one coming? Oh, yeah. Oh, she's still wallowing. Look at that. That was crazy. Oh, man. That was unbelievable. It was a great big one, too.
Can't catch them all.
That was cool, man.
Yeah, that was cool as heck. Oh. It's the game we play. Swing and a miss in the figure 8, but that was awesome follow.
Oh, she sat there just like we were talking about the other one the other day. She just kept shaking.
Yeah.
Boom, 2 fish, just bang, bang. The thing with muskies, it's all timing.
Yeah.
It's because it's a good spot, it's a good spot. If there's been a history of fish there, fish good spots multiple times and they produce, right?
Yeah, you gotta lean on your A spots, fish your prime time spots at prime time, and good things usually happen.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
And one of the things with fishing a lake like Lac Seul, big fish water, you know, I've had the good fortune to fish a lot of different musky fisheries. And some of them are, you know, your top end fish might be in the low 40s, where here, I mean, there's like world record potential in this water. So having really big baits can be a big deal, and the water up here is dark. So late in the season, just traditionally, fish tend to like bigger baits and fishing windy spots. Heavy cover, wind, all of those things can really kind of camouflage the presence of the bait. So having a loud topwater like Ben's got going, or a really big bucktail like this that moves a lot of water that the fish can feel, really open up the fish's zone of awareness, and it seems like you end up getting a lot more strikes when you're fishing conditions like we are now with gray skies, big wind, heavy cover. You know, it just seems like that's the deal. Late in the summer like this, I catch a lot of fish on big blades at topwater. Oh, got him. Got him. Nice. Nice. Cool, Ben.
Hey, buddy.
You said you like this spot?
I'm coming. What side?
I think we'll get him right over here. Wow, nice one.
Ready?
Yep.
Pull the head, pull that. Nope. Oh, geez.
Yay!
Right.
Hey, good job, dude. Woo! All right.
Smoked it.
Smoked it. Ate
Awesome.
a bucktail, man. Yeah. Good thing she ate it good, because she was just shaking. You see that? His head shakes the whole way, man?
Yeah, I was
Unbelievable.
way out on it.
All right. Well, I welded up a bucktail for the trip late in the year like this. Big baits, big fish. You got those, anybody who musky fishes knows those big Magnum 12s are a workout. But I'm telling you what, they catch big ones. I've caught multiple big fish on this lake with this bait. So big baits do catch big fish, especially right now.
Just got another big one right now.
Yeah, right? This is a giant, man. I'm telling you what a special place. So there are a lot of places to musky fish, and the more that you musky fish, you know, of course you want to get your first fish. You want to catch, you know, a bunch of fish. And then of course you want to get a big fish, and eventually when you musky fish, you want to catch, of course, really big fish, but you want to do it in a beautiful place with the right type of people. And Lac Seul is like the ultimate place to do that. Experience wilderness. Dude, there's nobody here. You could fish like a lifetime and not have to fish the same spot as anybody else. It's truly remarkable. It's one of those magical places that there aren't many like this in the world of fishing, and this one is certainly special. So
Put
thanks,
in the work
buddy.
and it paid off.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Let's take a look at this prize.
All right, you guys want to see this musk?
Yeah, we got a prize in the net.
Yeah, good one, I think. Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's always fun when you make a bait and you catch a fish on a bait too. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Look at this one, huh?
There it is.
Woo!
Beauty.
Look at that Magnum Lac Seul tanker.
That's worth the
Yeah,
price.
it
It's worth
is.
the price of admission.
Yeah, sweet. What a great fish, Ben. I'm gonna put it in the
fish.
net. Maybe we can get a quick still photo of it, okay?
Absolutely.
Yep, keep her wet. Oh, what a great fish there. Wow, look at how thick that is. I mean, that's a railroad tie. One thing with releasing muskies, once they get their bearings, you just want to make sure that they're upright. You don't need to be dragging them back and forth. Just let them sit there, chill. Just make sure that they're upright. And when it's time, she likes to kick. There she goes.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome,
Sweet,
buddy.
man.
Good fish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this time of year, what's kind of cool is you can, the weeds are always in play. I mean, it doesn't matter. My experience in Canadian fishing is it could be November. If there's vertical standing weeds, there can be muskies
That's
there.
right.
But it seems like, you know, weeds, rocks, but association, a lot of times deeper water or bigger areas can be really key spots to find them, right?
That's right. That's right. So this spot was a rock weed combo bar off the tip of an island, and it's surrounded by basin, and that's enough for a musky spot.
It is, yeah. You look at it, you know, I haven't fished this spot before, and it's like Ben describes it as you're looking at it. It's a big, you know, weed bed kind of comes out, and then it turns into a boulder point, and look at the big water behind us. Like, should there be a muskie? And he just said, All right, the weeds end here and it turns to rock, and that cast I made was really right on that transition.
That's right.
Edges are
That's right.
always key for muskies, whether it's a rock weed transition, you know, walls, break lines, that kind of thing.
And you know what else? I think they use that that rock bar as a shallow water access point to swim
to get into cover. Yeah,
into the weeds. So it's kind of like the in and out of the spot.
Yep.
So we caught one sneaking in and
cool.
made it count.
Good call. Good call on the
buddy.
spot. I like this.
Let's go get
Ben
another
is
one.
the
Let's
man. So in my opinion, Northwest Ontario Sunset Country is the most amazing place on planet Earth to fish for muskies. And for a number of reasons. Of course, it's beautiful up here, but it also offers a number of fabulous fisheries. So let's just say that you're getting into muskie fishing. You know, areas on Lake of the Woods like the Northwest Angle side or Sabaskong Bay, those have a lot of numbers of muskies. Of course, you can still get a big one there. There's a lot of big fish there. And then you've got fisheries like, you know, the Indian Chain or Canyon, some of those fisheries up the 105 that are just loaded with muskies. You can get a ton of action. And then you get into lakes like Eagle, and then Lac Seul I kind of look at as like almost like a really advanced level deal. You have to have a really strong level of confidence to fish a fishery like this, and Ben can talk more about it, but it's not an action fishery, it's your shot at a fish of a lifetime.
You know, Lac Seul it's definitely not a numbers lake. What it does offer though is a generous average size and the chance for a truly big fish. And you know, a lot of my clients are really experienced musky fishermen who've cut their teeth on other lakes and caught a lot of fish. And then they wind up landing here looking for that one bite, you know, and they know like you can go for hours, days, you know, looking for that big fish, but the chance is here. There it is.
Got him.
Okay, keep it.
All right, cool. That's crazy. That was so sweet, man. That was fantastic. It's not hooked very good, but it's not very big either, so.
Ready? Oh!
That was gonna bring it to you, but that's actually a lot easier. So cool, what a fantastic strike. Boom. The thing came in, just rushed it, made the first outside corner, bam, got it. So I'm loving it, good action, man. Maybe there's multiple here.
It's fairly common on this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, see more than one fish. But it's that north side that has the much longer underwater extension of really cool boulders.
Fish, huh?
Yep.
I'm way out there, Ben, I'm trying. Nice, I'm hurrying, buddy. Oh, wow, is that fantastic, dude? What a shot. What a deal. You were saying something about this being a good little zone, huh?
I'm gonna bring it
Cool,
around.
multiple fish on this, on this spot. I fell into a tackle box, never mind me.
I'll bring it around this side.
Okay.
It's a little one, but it's a muskie.
It's a must. Hey, atta boy.
Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Well,
What a fisherman, huh? Making the right calls. And another one.
kind of switched it up from what we've been doing. Decided to fish some shallow rocks here in the wind, throwing rubber. It's a textbook pattern that works here too. We got a little one. Pull it out of the net and have a look at it.
That one just hatched this spring, huh? It's a,
Right, yeah,
It's a 6-month-old Lac Seul muskie.
This is how big they start out as, that's right. Whoa, the little ones are always the feistiest.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I got it.
Cool. Muskie. Boy, they're pretty, aren't they?
Nice little guy.
Fantastic.
Okay.
They get bigger than that.
Yeah, they got to start somewhere.
Yeah, they
but
do.
This one should take off like a shot. Oh yeah. See ya. All right. Lac Seul is technically a reservoir. There's a dam on the west end of the lake at the town of Ear Falls. They still generate power there to this day. The dam was built in the 1930s,
and they brought the level of the lake up about 12 to 15 feet. So it was already a very large, technically a widening of the English River, but parts of it still very much looked like a lake before they dammed it, you know, several islands and huge bays. But when they dammed it, they created a real monster. You know, from end to end, it's 100 miles long and covers over 360,000 acres of water. And there's endless bays and islands and shorelines and different basins, and you know, they really created the perfect habitat for big fish, big muskies, big walleyes, big pike. And you know, it's truly a special place where you can fish more than a lifetime and not even be able to check it all out. It's very remote too, which is part of the allure of Lac Seul. You don't see a lot of cabins, you don't see a lot of pleasure boaters. It's fishing recreation is the name of the game on Lac Seul, and you know, that's part of what makes it so special.
Lac Seul, like many of the other Canadian lakes, has its own personality, meaning that, you know, where fish live, the way the habitat's laid out is different than a lot of other places you fish, and it's worth, if you do a trip like this, hiring Ben or somebody like Ben to show you the water, just because, you know, even if you're really experienced, you can come to a place like this and there'll be spots. You look at it as you approach them, you're like, there's no way there could be, you know, fish there, a lot of shallow flats. And like Ben says, you know, he's like, if you think you're fishing too shallow on Lac Seul, you're not fishing shallow enough. And until you have some confidence in spots like that, you just really don't know where to start. And when you're not confident in where you're fishing, your odds of being successful just go way down.
My boat of choice is the Lund 2025 Impact XS. I found that it's the best platform for what I do on the big waters of Lac Seul. It's a little over 20 feet long, so there's lots of room in the front and the back for me and my clients to target multi-species and especially muskie. There's tons of storage, lots of compartments under the deck, large rod locker. You know, you've got the big musky tackle boxes and the long rods. Everything has a place. I choose a full windshield boat just because I fish from ice up to ice out to ice up. So that's really nice. And you know, we make a lot of long runs on Lac Seul. It's such a big lake. So a full windshield for me is mandatory. The jump seats are a great option too in the Impact, the way they're designed. When I guide, I fish from the back, and the jump seat just folds down, and I stand here on this back deck. And when I have, you know, multiple clients in the boat or kids love jump seats, it's super easy just to pop up the jump seat and have those extra seats in the boat. On the back of the boat, I run a Mercury 200 Pro XS. It's plenty of motor for what I do on this big lake. You know, we make long runs, and it's a great motor for fuel economy as well. The platform absolutely suits my needs better than anything I've fished out of.
I'm sure you've seen that a lot, Ben. It's just like you really got to capitalize. If there's you get a follow, whatever, I mean, you can go for hours and it does start to happen like that. You really got to focus. So just if you see one, get to your best stuff. Do the, you know, fish all of your A stuff at that point in time. Don't be eating a sandwich, going slow. You start moving fish after hours of not seeing anything, that's when you want to be moving, hustling, be on your A game, because that's when these big fish bite. You're often not fishing with, you know, the same bait. So like a musky program would typically be the guy in the front throwing a bucktail, somebody else is throwing a jerk bait or a piece of rubber, and somebody else is throwing a topwater. So it's rare that, you know, unless things are really happening, you're both throwing the same category of lure. But Ben's been having all of his action on topwater. We talked to a buddy of ours at the Axis this morning. He caught his personal best fish last night, topwater. Another guy at camp, Troy at camp at Winoga, boom, got a 53 the other night. Topwater, 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 topwater. And don't fight it. Like the fish are telling you they want topwater. Don't be afraid to both throw topwater.
Oh, that's a big, got him. Wow, that's a big one, dude. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, holy cow.
You ready?
I'm trying.
Yeah, dude.
Wow! Wow, Ben! Wow! Dude, big. Big. Out of nowhere,
Just
blasted it.
showed up right at the side of the boat and ate it. First
Magnum.
turn of the figure eight.
No escaping. That thing is, wow, dude, that is really big.
Nothing, chaos.
That's maybe the biggest muskie I've ever been in a boat for. Not kidding. I mean, this thing is, when you're talking about like, there's muskies that I've seen up here, I'm sure you have too, that like, well, how big was it? And you're like, I don't, you know, once they get over a certain size, they're just huge.
Well, we got a big one in the net. Let's check this fish out.
This is absolutely insane.
It ate right at the side of the boat. First turn on the figure eight on a topwater. And she's a real good one.
Wow, Ben. Wow. Congratulations, man. I mean, you work hard, you stay patient. I mean, it's like, it goes from just nothing to the fish of your dreams. I mean, this is a fish of your dreams right here. Look at that. I mean, it's absolutely huge.
That's what it's all about, man.
Congratulations. What a trip, what a fish. Let's get her back in the net and I'll get a quick still with you.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
There you go. See you, darling.
An amazing fish. Those do not happen very often. I mean, those are special. That is super special.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.